Hey Jeff, this is Randy Wilson. I'm with the Fish and Wildlife Service and the Migratory Bird Program here in Mississippi.
Excellent. Randy, if you could talk to us a little bit about, I think you're pretty fond of this idea of surrogate species and how it can help us do our work. Can you talk a little bit about that, and then some of the concerns and thinking you're doing right now about capacity for what we do afterwards?
Okay, sure. Yeah, the whole surrogate species ideal is it's nothing new to us in the Migratory Bird Program in the joint venture world. We use surrogates all the time to help facilitate our biological planning. So that part of it is fine. The concerns that I kind of have is the capacity issues within the Fish and Wildlife Service as a whole to be able to accomplish the next steps after we get surrogates identified.
And what kind of capacity are you talking about in that context, Randy?
Okay, the capacities that I'm talking about is kind of the GIS type people, the modelers that's able to take species and relate them to the habitat and then translate that into decision support tools and landscape assessments.
Excellent, thank you. Now, can you talk a little bit about, you said some things during the workshop yesterday and during sidebar conversations where you're talking about the emphasis of this really needs to be on the habitat and what these surrogates might tell us about the habitat and how we're doing, rather than just solely focused on the species, right?
Yeah, that's correct. In that kind of what I'm hearing now through the technical guidance and a lot of the discussions is that we're selecting a surrogate species to represent a broader suite, which is fine, but the main focus should be on the habitat. And so it may come out in the criteria, but we need to be thinking about which species will best characterize the habitat to let us counter those habitat losses or the environmental stressors. So I'm thinking we're losing a little bit of the emphasis on the habitat and all the focus is being hung up on the selecting of the species themselves.
Thank you very much.